Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Lori and I am the coordinator for the National Incident Reporting System with the National Indigenous Fire Safety Council. Now I know that can be a mouthful. I trip over it all the time, so for ease and speed of this presentation, when I refer to the National Indigenous Fire Safety Council, I will refer to them as NIFSC and myself in the reporting system as the NIRS. I'm going to take a few minutes of your time today to walk you through on how to report an incident to the NIRS and just the basics of our form. But before I do, I wanted to take a second to highlight the impact that you are creating by helping this project along and submitting these reports. Not only does it give us all a usable data set that helps drive the free programs and training the NIFSC offers, but it helps justify your positions within your fire departments. Data ultimately is what helps set budgets, find future funding and jobs, but most importantly, paints a true story of what the fire safety needs are for your community. So thank you, Megwick, for being here and going through this with us. On that note, we've done our best to make this form as seamless and easy as possible for you to quickly transfer the incident knowledge to our system. So let's get started and go through the key points. First is our website, indigenousfiresafety.ca. When you're there, you will see a tab on the right-hand side that says Report an Incident. When you click on that tab, you're brought to the page that we're viewing now, and you're brought to two options. One of those is a downloadable PDF form. So this is an example of that form. This form can be printed and the information filled out by hand and scanned or emailed back to us for submission to the database. This PDF form has all the same questions as the one you're going to see in the online format, and it's a very basic first responder type form you would see when filling out any incident style report. Go back to our website here and access our incident form online, and I'm going to draw your attention to the first and most important part of our form. This is our privacy policy. It's something we take very seriously here at NIFSC, and I want everyone to know that only 2 people on our council have access to the private information contained in each submission. First is myself, and the other is our program developer. But I do urge you to take some time on your first submission and read through the scope of our principles. And don't hesitate to contact me if you need any further clarification on anything that you read. Next, you'll see is with most online forms, areas with asterisks. This information needs to be attended to on the form or you will not be able to submit it. So if you do encounter any time where it's not allowing you to finalize the form, chances are it's because one of these boxes has been left blank. When you come to an area, come to line 2, I do believe, person completing this report, this is where I need your contact information. Just in case there are areas that need further clarification and I need to reach out, this is where I'm going to refer to. Scrolling down to line 3, property classification. This is a line, especially with right here is the property insured, this is a line that often gets skipped on the form, but I must stress the importance of gathering this information when you're reporting an incident. This information helps drive studies like this one, fire insurance in First Nations communities. It also helps us to advocate on a national level with insurance companies on your behalf for appropriate levels of fire protection. Going along, you're going to see lots of areas within this form of boxes where you could submit additional information. This can be cut and pasted from other documentation you may have already, and or if you have the means to submit, and I should make this note, to submit a cause and determination report or pictures, in the end I'll share my email address where it can be sent to for secure uploading to our database. Next we come to line 4, circumstances of fire, and below that an area for if the fire involved grasslands, crops, or wildland, which you will see here. And then we come to line number 5, which is the method of control and extinguishment. This is another area I need to highlight as important. This will help us possibly determine if a smoke alarm, carbon monoxide, or other campaign would be advantageous in your community. Coming down a little further, I should note that these are all click boxes, super easy to navigate through. and of course another box for additional remarks. And we come to the end of this form where we can save and continue to later or submit. If you need to leave this form for whatever reason, we all know we have busy schedules, or you actually have an opportunity to leave and gather more data for this form, then this is the link that you're going to want to click on. When you do, you're going to be, oh, that little guy just wants to keep popping up. You're going to be guided to two options, and I do have an example of this here. A unique link for your report will pop up when you click on that button. This can be copy and pasted into other documentation for you to come back to later, but even easier is entering your email address here. Once you enter your email address and click send a link, it comes right to your inbox, and it's so much nicer to go back to that and try and find the information than wherever this was cut and pasted, or maybe it didn't make it to. So I highly recommend filling out your email address there. It brings you right back to your report so that you can finish and submit the form when you're ready. And then at the very end, like all good online forms these days, we have to prove we are not a robot. Don't worry, it's not the quiz type of box that makes you find all the stoplights and motorbikes. It's just one click and Bob's your uncle. Once you hit submit, it generates an email to the NIRS system and an email to you with a PDF copy of the report. That report can be printed for your records and given to the member of the community for insurance purposes or record keeping. All in all, guys, that's it. This form takes an average of 5 minutes to complete, and you can know that an extra level of data is being collected, showcasing the great work you're doing on behalf of your members. Thank you for sitting through this with me. I'm grateful you took the time. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or concerns. My email is laurie.salas@indigenousfiresafety.ca. And I hope you gleaned what you needed from this presentation. If not, like I said, don't hesitate to contact me. But thank you for sitting here, and thank you for being here. Megwitch, and have a great day.